Hey guys, my name is Stephanie Brown and you're watching Creative Guzzle. Wow, what a crazy past couple of weeks this has been. I drove all the way into Arizona to spend Christmas with my sister, and then I drove all the way up to Sacramento to spend New Year's with my friends Heather and Jamie, which if you want to watch that madness, you can check out this video right here. It's last week's video basically. And now it's the new year! What do I talk about now? Tonight's drink is something I made up. I think I might need to experiment a little more with it. I wanted to make something called Creative Juice. I think I used the wrong juice for it, so it's not the best. You know what? No. I'm just gonna drink some white wine tonight, and I'm gonna try again on the Creative Juice because you guys deserve better. Wow, that's really good wine. So now that the new year is here, you know what that means. It's time for New Year's resolutions. One of mine is to finish up my unfinished drafts that I have, which is mainly just King's Flag and Spark of Honor, I think. But I figured tonight I'd tell you guys a little bit about my stories, which is why I wanted to do the Creative Juice, but I failed. I know I've mentioned my stories a few times in passing in previous videos, but now I'm actually going to tell you what they're about. I've already told you guys about my ghost movie Nethergate, which you can check out the video for right here, so I'm not going to be covering that one in this video. I'm just going to be talking about the other ones. So I'll start with my oldest and dearest story, Legend of the Orbs. It started out as a 5-part book series back when I was a teenager, and then when I discovered that I really love screenwriting when I was in college, it turned into a film trilogy. It is a fantasy adventure about a young woman named Solania who discovers a map that marks the locations of these ancient magical artifacts known as the orbs. Realizing after a devastating firestorm that somebody already has the fire orb, Solania sets out with some help to go retrieve the other orbs before they fall into the wrong hands. Solania also hides a deep secret that would put her in danger if the wrong people found out about it, which of course they do. So that's my hardcore fantasy story. I also have a few sci-fi movies, the first of which is Nebula, which is about a massive army of spaceships coming to attack Earth, only these spaceships are not full of aliens, but humans from the future coming to reclaim their planet. And the only people that can help Earth fight back are also from the future. It's sort of like Battlestar Galactica meets Independence Day, but with time travel. Power Up is my cyberpunk thriller. It is about a man named Matt who is inadvertently framed for the theft of a top secret piece of technology and has to go on the run, only to fall in with the people he's always believed were the bad guys. Spark of Honor, the one I've been working on most recently, is about a trio of brothers, the older two of which are samurai to a ruthless emperor. The oldest brother, Yashiro, is also part of an elite team of rebels known as the Nine Stars, who have been defending poor villages from the emperor's soldiers. When the Nine Stars attempt to strike back at the emperor, the op goes horribly wrong, Yoshi is killed, and the younger brothers Katsuo and Tomi are taken in by the rebels. Katsuo, who is the main character, has to learn to let go of his honor and fight for what is right. My other unfinished story is The King's Flag, which is a pirate movie. The original idea for it was The Lion King, but with pirate. Young Prince Edward goes on the run when his father's castle is attacked. 20 years later, his old childhood friend Giselle stumbles across him, only to find that he has been living as a pirate for the past 2 decades. And while all Edward wants to do is live a carefree life on the high seas, Giselle tries to convince him to take back the throne that is rightfully his. And of course, because it's a pirate story, there is also a treasure for them to find. Fun times! And the only other one that I have a full draft written of is The End, my demonic apocalypse story. It's about a young woman named Eve who wakes up in the hospital to find that the world has been overrun by demons. She is taken in by a group of survivors, but soon discovers that while she's been asleep in the hospital, which is extremely close to the portal that the demons came through, she somehow absorbed their powers without being possessed. Now all Eve wants to do is find her sister, except there's one problem. Eve's sister is possessed by Lilith, the queen of the demons. Now all of these stories, except for obviously Spark of Honor and The King's Flag, have at least a first draft completed. Some of them are further along than that, especially Legend of the Orbs Part 1. I don't even know what draft that one's on anymore. It's like 13 maybe? I don't know. I have several other story ideas too. I just haven't written much of them yet. This includes my tropical fairy tale known as Beyond the Mist, my alien abduction story, Transference, a story involving parallel worlds, one of which is steampunk and the other is kind of like Mad Max, and what happens when those two worlds collide, which is called Rift Raiders. My dumb idea for an elite Black Ops type team of women who use the Disney princesses as their aliases, which I call the Royal Force. And yes, I have done art. Plus a couple of other ideas that I won't even get into. It's a lot. I know, I'm crazy. So those are all of my stories. Let me know which ones you think are the most interesting in the comments down below. And if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and share it around with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on future videos. Happy New Year! Stay excellent to each other. That just flooded my entire body. What kind of wine is this?